All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harikak Wadash, my mouth. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, my elder Heroin as well. Salutation to the argument of pushing the truth, the sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm Khanak Sha'am by Yashar for the lines in the Yashar account. This is another Lines in News and Prophecy on this article, and it reads, U.S. military would be crushed by superior alien army, warns artificial intelligence. All right. Yeah, man. We've been saying this for years, but it's not aliens, man. Those are the chariots. Those are the host of heaven. Not talking about the stars, but talking about the army. And, that Yahweh Shai is bringing with him. You know, to deliver the elect and to destroy the unjust. You know, Lord willing, lessons edify to serve his purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones who truly believe in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. Um, let's start off in the scripture with the article. It says vulnerable Earth would be crushed by superior alien tech in a real life Independence Day should extraterrestrials ever decide to invade Earth. It says in the popular sci-fi film Independence Day, starring Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum, an advanced alien race easily overpowers Earth's relatively basic defenses. If this ever happened in reality, even the formidable U.S. military might struggle. It says, of course they don't struggle, man. The technology that you see that these chariots have is clearly surpasses what the technology that the United States has, man. All right. It says Google's Gemini AI was asked by the Daily Star what could happen if humanity ever found itself face to face with aliens. It replied, aliens would likely have the upper hand in war. Making matters worse, the AI suggested that any alien invaders would likely have far better technological advantage, leaving our troops unable to keep up. Visiting aliens would supposedly come with more advanced technology translating to superior weaponry, like stronger materials, more powerful energy resources, and more precise delivery systems, according to the AI reports. It says, added the likely it added they likely have better space faring spacefaring tech, giving them control of strategic locations and potentially making Earth vulnerable to orbital attacks. The technology might have applications we could not comprehend, giving them an edge in tactics and defense. The United States military is a powerful force on the Earth, but trans- transstellar travel implies a much higher level of power generation, materials, science, and potentially even biology, right? Because for them to be able to travel through space and to get to Earth's atmosphere, it takes a certain amount of technology that they don't have. Because if they had it, they would be able to travel to other planets, things like that. But that's not possible. You know, it's not possible at all. So the fact alone that these chariots um these chariots are able to fly around into space, you know, which means they would have to have uh what was the thing that his name is higher level of power generation to be able to travel through it, materials science, meaning whatever it was made out of, um, and potentially even biology, meaning their bodies would be different. We probably would have superpowers and things like that for being able to inhabit out there in the heavens. It takes a special kind of body, all right, a special kind of material. It's hydrogen based out there, so it would take special kind of biological makeup, which that's what we're gonna have. Um, right when we get those new bodies, man. It says so if we ever come across a green alien with a laser, they're not green. All right. It says it might be best to wave the white flag quickly, but Gemini AI doesn't think we're completely doomed. After all, don't humans usually win in the movies? Right. This ain't no movie though. This real life. This ain't no movie. The Lord's coming to bring um judgment on the place, man. All right, let me get before I get that, let's say let me keep going with this. It says overall in the grim in the overall it's a grim scenario, but not a guaranteed defeat for humanity, the AI said, adding that there are factors that could even the odds. The AI pointed out that humans have a knack for using creativity and adaptability to overcome challenges. Plus, we'd have to have the home turf advantage, which means nothing, man. It said, but would that really help us in a war against advanced aliens? All right. We have the advantage of fighting on familiar ground, potentially allowing us to utilize our knowledge of Earth's terrain and environment and unify human resistance could be a powerful force, especially if we manage to capture or understand some of their technology. For now, an interspecies war seems far off. A professor recently um, suggested that aliens on other planets might be stuck there because of their planet's strong gravitational pull, which he calls a fishbowl world. Professor Elio, no, ain't nothing keeping them there. Just the Lord's keeping them there till it's time for him till Yahweh says it's time for Yahweh Shai to return. Professor Leo Corregura, whatever that says, thinks that there might be highly advanced civilization out there. They just haven't figured out how to escape their planet's strong pull yet. It says, a professor speaking to the Daily Mail said, the image of a planet whose gravity makes it difficult or impossible to leave suggests to me the metaphor of a fishbowl. It is found to be a powerful analogy. All right, so man, everybody's gonna be destroyed, man. The Lord's gonna zap this place when He shows up. Let's get a couple scriptures going into it. All right, this is Psalms. All right, 68 and 17. It says, "The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels." Those chariots is what they call the spaceships, man. All right, and it says uh riders, troops of riders, horsemen, pair of horsemen, men riding as riders. All right, so they're riding on vessels, man. It says the chariots of the Lord are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord Yahweh Shai is among them, as in Sinai, the holy place, man. All right. So these are what's about to show up. The same thing that what was his name? Antiochus Epiphanes saw when he was battling. All right, when he came for his second voyage into Egypt. Matter of fact, let me get it. This is Second Maccabees chapter 5 verse 1. It says, about the same time Antiochus prepared his second voyage unto Egypt, and when it happened that all the city, throughout all the city, for the space of almost 40 days, there were seen horsemen running in the air, all right, in clothes of gold, and armed with lances. like a band of soldiers. That's what's showing up to this place, man. It says, and troops of horsemen in array, encountering and running around against one another, with the shaking of shields and the multitude of pikes, and drawing of swords, and the casting of darts, and the glittering of golden ornaments, and 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 harness of all sorts, man. Wherefore every man prayed that the apparition might turn to good. Right? They were hoping that it was going to be something good to come of it, but it ain't. All right? The Lord's going to destroy this place, man, when they show up. Let's get Let me get hold on, Shalakia. Um, Revelations, Revelation chapter. Oh my gosh, Shalakia. Ice cream, man. Revelation chapter 1, verse 7, and it reads, "Behold, he cometh with clouds." Those clouds means a covering. Those are the cherubs. All right. It says, "Every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kings of the earth shall wail because of him, even so." All right. So yeah, those are the chariots of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai showing up to this place, man. Coming to destroy this place. All right, to bring judgment on this place. Let's get Second Ezra chapter 13, verse 1. It says, "And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that had moved all the waves thereof. And behold, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the host of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him." Talking about Yahushua when he shows up in the midst of the world and of the war. All right. It says, "And whatsoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when the when it feeleth the fire." All right. It says, "And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea." All right, and that's so that's when Yahweh Shai is shows up in the middle of World War III, and then you're gonna have humanity try to come together to fight against Yahweh Shai and the holy angels. Hold on, let me get it. Hold on. This is Revelation 12, real quick. Revelation chapter 12, verse. Hold on. Is it 12? Hold on. Okay. All right. Revelation 12 and 7, it says, "And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels." All right. And so that's what was essentially the AI technology was talking about. When Yahushua shows up in the middle of World War III, and they're gonna get busy right in the middle of it, fall right in. All right. It says verse 8. It says, "And prevailed not, neither was there place found in heaven any place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out that serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the world, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. All right. So that's initially what's going to happen, you know, to this devil, which the word devil means deceiver, Esau. It's a judgment coming to him. And the Lord said he's going to go to war with the nations. Let me see if I can find the scripture I'm looking for. Shalakia. Zechariah 4 and 2. Let me see. It says, I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses fled. No, no, no. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. That is not the one I'm looking for. Hmm. All right. Joel, real quick. Joel 3 and 9. It says 3. All right, this is Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. All right. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen. Gather yourselves together round about thither, because thy mighty ones, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. All right. So the Lord's going to cause his mighty ones to come down. It says, let all the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, for I will sit there to judge the heathen round about. All right. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fat overflow, their wickedness is great. And the Lord's going to come and press um, the wine press alone by himself. That's Yahweh Shai bringing judgment on this place. There's nothing they're going to be able to do about it, man. There's nothing at all that they're going to be able to do about it. So back to Second Ezra, it says, all right, Second Ezra 2:5. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue that man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew upon it. Right, that was his chariot that he had flew upon. Flew upon it, man. So that just shows you, like, when it goes to the bio makeup of like biological advantage, or the anatomy of the holy angels against the human anatomy, like they're going to be superior. Like Yahweh Shai flew up on top of his chariot, which was about the size of a mountain. It says, verse 7, it says, but when I was have seen the region or place where the hill was graven, and I could not. After this I beheld, and lo, that they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, yet durst fight. The Lord's going to put the spirit on them to fight. It says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, man. The Lord's confident in what he could do. It says, but only I saw he sent out of his mouth, the meaning the front of the chariot, as it had been a blast of fire out of his lips, and a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast sparks of tempest. That's like concentrated fire, man. It says all these were mixed together, and the blast of fire, and the flame of breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon of a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid, man. Right? When I saw this, I was afraid. But that's not for us to fear, though. All right, because check this out. Verse 12 says, afterwards I saw the same man come down from the mountain and call unto him another peaceable multitude. And it says, and there came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, some were sorry, and some were them were bound, and others some brought of them that were offered. Then was I sick through great fear, and I was awakened and said, all right, so that was the point. So some of them glad, the ones that are of the elect are the ones that are going to be glad to see Yahweh Shai, man, because we know that's our deliverance, you know. So there will be slacking an encounter with what they call so-called um, extraterrestrial beings that come from the earth, that come to the earth from the heavens, and it's not going to be little green men, man. It's going to be the it's going to be Yahweh Shai, our deliverer, coming, and the holy angels coming to destroy this place. All right, Lord, willing this lesson will edify and serve His purpose. With that, I'd like to say, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakak Wadash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone and my elder Heroine as well. Salutations to the Achaman that pushing the truth, in truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem El Shai. Shalom.